Hi, my name is Chris Jackson. I'm a business attorney. I've been with for 25 years, and today I'm going to show you how simple it is to start your own LLC in the state of Georgia on your own, online, and be done in just several minutes. I'm going to take you through this process step by step. I'm going to answer every question I think you would have along the way so that by the end of the video, when you're ready to form your LLC in the state of Georgia, you know that you are setting it up exactly the way that you want. Note that the company I'm using to form the LLC in this walkthrough is a company that I use myself. I only recommend companies that I personally use, and I use them exclusively to form all of my entities and have so for years. And I do so because they are A, cost effective, B, the customer service is great, and C, the process is straightforward and simple. Note that the link below to this video screen share walkthrough is an affiliate link. It's not going to cost you anything extra to use that link. But if you use it and you form an LLC, I may earn some extra coffee money, which is much appreciated. It's a necessary component to making these videos. Thank you for that, and thank you for supporting my channel. For those of you who have not seen my dog Jax, this is Jackson. He likes to make an appearance in all of my videos. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and select the link below my video in the description. I will also put in the comments section. I may also put a link in the video either here or here. I can never remember. And let's get started right now. Okay, if you followed the link underneath my video in the description, you would have arrived here. Before we get started, I just want to point out this number up here is the customer service number. If you have any questions that I don't answer in this video, and hopefully that's not the case, but if you do have any such questions, go ahead and give them a call. They're very responsive. I've used them in the past when I formed my very first LLC. They answer the question in real time. Hopefully that's not necessary, but let's go ahead and get started by pressing this button here. Okay, for entity type, it's going to be LLC. State of formation will be Georgia. Okay, as you can see, there are three different options. There's the basic option, the standard option, and the premium option. For most people, I recommend the standard option for the reasons I'm going to discuss. However, I'm going to go through each option to make sure that you are making an informed decision as to which package is best for you. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the basic option. As you can see, you're not going to pay Bizee any money for the basic option. You're just going to pay the State of Georgia LLC filing fee of $100. So what is included in this basic option? First is preparing and filing the Articles of Organization. That is the document that officially forms your LLC in the state of Georgia. It must be filed. Once it's filed, your LLC is officially formed. They will go ahead and file that for you. They're also including free registered agent service for a year, which is a great value. That's part of every one of the packages, and we're going to go over that in more detail. But essentially, the registered agent is the person or company that has notified the public through the state of Georgia that it will receive what's called service of process in case, God forbid, the LLC gets sued. The plaintiff in a lawsuit needs to know, to whom should we serve this lawsuit? The agent for service of process or registered agent is the person or entity that will receive the lawsuit. You could be your own registered agent if you live in the state of Georgia, but it must be a registered agent in the state of Georgia. If you prefer not to be your own registered agent or you don't want to disclose your address, then they will provide that service for free. And as you will see later, they're also going to cap it at $119 per year after the first free year, which is an incredible value. $119 per year is very competitive, and they're going to cap it for the life of that service. Okay, in addition to that, you get this online access dashboard. After you form your LLC, you're going to be able to log into the dashboard. You're going to see the documents that are provided for you, depending upon whether it's the basic, standard, or premium package. You're going to get a lot more in the standard and premium than you do the basic package, but you're going to have an online access dashboard where you can find information about your LLC, the documents that have been filed, etc. I find it to be incredibly convenient. I have multiple LLCs. I access them all in the same dashboard. All right, the next item is business bank account offer. They're going to introduce you to their business banker with Bank of America. You will have an opportunity to get certain bonuses depending upon how much you deposit for your LLC in the LLC bank account. For reasons I've discussed in other videos, it's really important that you have a separate bank account for your LLC. You do not commingle funds with your personal funds. Your income and your expenses are all going through that one LLC account for your LLC business income and expenses. You do not have to use their preferred banker. You can use whatever bank or banker that you like. However, if you want to use their banker, that option is there for you. All right, the last item that's going to be covered in the basic package and in all packages is this business tax consultation. It's about a half hour. It's going to occur at the time of your choosing after you form your LLC. You're going to cover many items about how to minimize taxes for your LLC, bookkeeping strategies, etc. You're also going to discuss, importantly, whether to have your LLC taxed as, say, an S corporation, which is a formal election that you have to make with the IRS, which is included in the other two packages, and we're going to discuss that in a minute, or whether to go ahead and go with the default, which for a single member LLC is to be taxed as a sole proprietorship, or for multi-member LLCs is to be taxed as a partnership. That is something you should discuss in this tax consultation or with your own tax advisor. All right, so that's the basic package. Let's now discuss the standard package. The question is, what are you going to get for the extra $199 that you're paying over the basic package? And the answers are as follows. Number one, they're going to obtain for you an EIN business tax number for your LLC. You need this tax number in order to open a bank account for the LLC. You need it to file tax returns for payroll, etc. It's important that you obtain this. They will get it for you almost instantly after you have formed your LLC, usually no later than one business day after or that same day you form your LLC. All right, the next item is an operating agreement. If you've watched my other videos, you will understand that an operating agreement is an essential document for any LLC that you have. It is what governs how the LLC operates. It discusses many different things, how to add new members, how to make distributions, etc., etc. It is important that you have this to demonstrate that you're operating the LLC as separate from yourself. It has its own rules and regulations. Again, the operating agreement is really important that you have that. They will give you one in this package for free. It's pretty basic. You're going to be able to use it right away, for example, to open a bank account if they request an operating agreement. It is in Word format. You can therefore amend it and adjust it as you need to. However, if you want a more comprehensive operating agreement, I have a video on how to obtain one for free. That is not customizable and you cannot make changes to it. However, it is more comprehensive than this one. I'll put a link to that video underneath this video. I also have one other option. It's a related company of mine that is selling legal templates, and you can get an operating agreement that is very comprehensive, is very professional, drafted by an attorney. It's attorney quality. It covers most every issue you can think of. It is in Word. It's customizable. You can modify it as you like. It's going to be at a fraction of what you pay an attorney to draft one for you, simply because it does not come with specific legal advice specific to you or your LLC or your state. So keep that in mind. So I'll put the link to that also under this video. The next item that is included in this standard package that is not in the basic package is lifetime company alerts. This is an important value add in my view. They will alert you, for example, when you have to file an annual report for your LLC in the state of Georgia. This is something that if you don't file it on time, your LLC could go into delinquent status. They will send you several reminders to make sure you file the annual report. They will also offer to file the annual report for you for a fee. You could do it on your own. You're going to save money on that fee, but at the very minimum, you're going to be reminded when the report is due. Also included is unlimited phone and email support, which in my view is very helpful because they provide good customer service and they know what they're doing. Lastly, in the standard package, they will file for you IRS Form 2553. That is a form that needs to be filed with the IRS within a certain time period for your LLC to elect S Corp tax status. So if that is something that's important to you and you want to have them file it for you, they will do that in the standard package. All right, so that is the standard package. The next question is, what's in this premium package and why might you want to pay $100 more for the premium package? And the answer to that is as follows. Number one, the premium package includes expedited filing. Right now, the filing time in the state of Georgia is 3 days for expedited filing or 4 weeks for regular filing. If you want to pay for expedited filing in the state of Georgia, you don't want to wait 4 weeks, which in my case, when I form an LLC, I want to make sure I form it quickly, get it up and running, and get started and not wait several weeks. So if you're not in a hurry, go ahead and wait the 4 weeks. If you're more in a hurry or you're anxious like I would be to form an LLC and get it started, then you may want to choose expedited filing. I will just say that the expedited filing in and of itself is enough to choose this premium package because you're only paying $100 more for something that costs $150. So that is a great deal there. If you chose a standard package and you wanted to add the expedited filing, which you're going to see on a later page here, then you'd have to pay an extra $150. So in my view, you may as well pay $100 more, get expedited filing included, and get these other items as included as well. So what are those other items? You're going to see business contract templates. So in addition to the operating agreement, which you're going to get in the standard package, they're going to give you several different contract templates that for a do-it-yourselfer, they may be useful to you. You can take them, they're in Word, you can tweak them as you like, or you can at least have a basis upon which to build an agreement, and they are included in the premium package. Also included in the premium package is a domain name and business email address. So if you're starting a new business and you want a domain name and a business email to go with that domain name, and you don't want to go to GoDaddy and get it, or you want to just get it here and you're interested in the expedited filing, you like the idea of the business contract templates, you may as well just go ahead and get the premium package and save some money on your business email and your domain name and expedited filing. Okay, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to go ahead and choose a standard package instead of the premium package, although that looks pretty good because of expedited filing. Go ahead and select Get Started. Okay, on this page, you're going to go ahead and enter the name of your LLC. I'm using Chris Jackson Mobile Dog Grooming. I've used that as an example in the past. I'm just going to do that to be consistent. You can see down here on every page they have some FAQs, some frequently asked questions, and they give answers to it. For example, what happens if the name is not available after you submit it here? They will reach out to you and let you know that the name is not available in the state of Georgia, so you're going to have to slightly tweak it or think of another name, and they will handle that for you. Also, as you can see, I have chosen LLC as the designator. You have a number of options in the state of Georgia which can follow the name of your LLC. And just a reminder, I'm choosing LLC because it's simple. It's one that is most commonly used. But to the extent you're going to present yourself or your LLC to the public, you want to always present it with the LLC after it so that people know you're operating as a limited liability company rather than a sole proprietorship. It's important that you do that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and select Next. Okay, so this is the state filing time page. As I discussed, if you choose 4 weeks, it's not going to cost you anything extra. However, if you're interested in the expedited filing, as I said, I would just go back and select the premium package. That way you're going to get the expedited filing for an extra $100, and you're also going to get a domain name, a business email, and contract templates. So for purposes of this video, I'm just going to select standard 4 weeks filing time and select Next. All right, on this next page, you're going to enter in your contact information. Just keep in mind that this information is between you and Bizee. It's not for the public. They will contact you by email and by text. They're very good about keeping you informed in terms of the status of your filing, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and select Next. Okay, on this page, you're going to enter your company address information. This is the address for your LLC, the business address. You can use your home address if you're okay knowing that that address may be publicly available through the state of Georgia's website. If you're okay with that and you don't have a separate address that you want to use, you can do that. And if you're going to do that, you would select No, I'd like to use my own address, and you would enter it down here. However, if you prefer to make the presentation to the public that may be a little bit more professional, that you have an address that when they Google it, it's outside your home, there are a few different options. You can go to a UPS store and get a mailbox. I've done that in the past. They also provide you with a professional business address and virtual mail service for $29 a month. You can cancel it at any time. I personally use that service for one of my Wyoming LLCs, and I do that simply because A, it's only $29 a month, which in my view is less expensive than I have found elsewhere. But B, I really like the idea of them alerting me when I receive mail. They scan it. I can access it in my email or in my online access dashboard. All the mail for my LLC is stored in one place. To me, it's very convenient. If you want to choose that option, they will give you this address right here for the virtual business office. And for the purposes of this video, I'm going to go ahead and choose that. Enter your contact address information. So this information is for Bizee's internal purposes. So they have your contact address along with your name, of course, and your email and your phone number. So go ahead and enter that here and select next. Okay, on this page, as you can see, they're offering you a chance to upgrade to the premium package by paying an extra $149 to receive the contracts, expedited filing, domain, and email. If you're interested in those items, I suggest you go back and choose the premium package from the outset because it's an extra $100. So here you're going to pay $49 extra for something you could have paid $100 for at the first stage of the process. So if you're interested in that, then go ahead and go back. If not, then proceed. Say no thanks. Okay, so here's where you enter the member information for the LLC. A member is the owner of the LLC, and as you can see, you can enter initially up to 6 different members for the LLC, and changing the number of members and who the members are is something that you would handle in the operating agreement after this is formed. But for the purposes of setting it up, you should choose the number of members. In my case, I'm a single member LLC, but I just want to show you if you're going to be a multi-member LLC, how that would work. You can see here that you can be an individual member or a company member. So a company could be a member of an LLC. Got to be careful if you're electing your LLC to be taxed as an S corporation, because companies cannot be members of LLCs taxed as an S corporation with the one exception, and that is a single member LLC, because it's considered disregarded for tax purposes. But for these purposes, I'm going to assume in this example that there are 2 members and they're individuals, and let's just say it's a husband and wife. So my wife and I are going to form this LLC, and we're going to each own 50% of it. So I would put in my information here, address, and then percentage of ownership, and I would choose 50%. And then I would edit member 2, and I would put her information here and 50%, and then select next. In my case, like I said, for these purposes, I'm going to have a single member LLC. Before we move on, one thing I want to point out is if you have a trust that is going to be the member of the LLC, then I recommend you choose company. And for company name, I would put the name of the trust and the representative signing on behalf of the entity. If you're the trustee of that trust, I would put your name and then comma trustee, and then put in the address down here. But in my case, I am a single member LLC. My name is Chris Jackson. I'm going to use the assigned address provided by Bizee because I'm going to err on the side of caution in terms of disclosing my address. Next. All right, so here's where you have the option of, say, selecting yourself as a registered agent or someone else that lives in the state of Georgia. It is included, as I said, for free in year 1 in the package. So that is what I'm going to choose. It says here that the guaranteed rate will be $119 per year thereafter, and that's a cap. It's never going to increase, which is a great deal. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this, but if you want to be your own registered agent, you can do that. Next. All right, so here's where they're going to obtain for me the EIN, the tax ID, the employer identification number for the LLC. First question is, I am a foreign individual and do not have a social security number, and you would answer no if that applies. If you are a foreign individual, just note that you would press yes and then agree to this, and understand that it takes longer to obtain an EIN for your LLC for a foreign individual. It says here, up to 3 months, perhaps more, perhaps less. That does not apply to me. So I'm going to go ahead and select no, select my name, put in my social security number. Okay, so for physical street address, just note that the IRS is going to provide you with a document that shows your LLC's name and an address and your name as a member on that document. And then that document's also going to have your EIN, your tax ID, your employer identification number on that same document. That document is something that you will give to a bank. Sometimes you have to provide those also to customers or vendors. So if you don't want to use your home address on that document, then go ahead and select this here. It doesn't matter too much, but just keep that in mind. It's not a publicly available document, but you will have to provide that to, like I said, vendors or customers and banks. So it's up to you. I'm going to use the address provided by Bizee. Next. Okay, so this is where you can get a bonus offer if you set up a bank account with their preferred banker, Bank of America. As you can see, you can get bonuses from $100 to $500 depending upon how much you deposit. You do not, like I said, have to open a bank account with Bank of America. It's really up to you. You have 3 different options here. Yes, I will apply online when the business formation documents are ready. And just keep in mind that the entity has to be formed first. So you have to have filed articles of organization in the state of Georgia, and also you need an EIN in order to open a bank account. Or you can select yes, have a Bank of America business specialist call me. For me, I'm saying no, not at this time. It is an appointment that I can arrange through my online access dashboard. Next. Okay, as discussed, you're going to get a tax strategy free consultation. So I'm definitely interested in this unless you have a tax advisor. Even if you do have a tax advisor and maybe you want a second opinion so you can actually have a more informed conversation with your tax advisor and run some things by him or her, then you should do this. I don't see any reason why not to. Yes, I would like to receive the business tax consultation, which is for free. How soon can I schedule my tax consultation? As it says here, you will be prompted to schedule it after completing your order. Next. Okay, business licenses and permits. Some LLCs, depending upon the state or the county or the city in which the LLC is located and the type of LLC, you may need a business license or permit. You can often find out how to do this yourself or whether it's required by contacting your city or county. If you want them to do it for you, they will do it for an extra $99. For me, I'm going to say no thanks. I'll do the work myself. Next. All right, so on this page, you just have to confirm that all the information is correct. And I'm looking through it. Everything looks great. Next. Okay, so this is where you enter your billing information, your credit card information here, your billing address here. Some additional explanations are down here if you're interested, like what is the cancellation policy, etc., etc. Come up here, make sure the charges are all correct. Yes, yes, yes. You have to review the legal statement, a cancellation policy, agree to both of them. Okay, and once you press this orange button, complete and pay, they will start the process of filing your articles of organization in the state of Georgia. You'll be notified when your LLC is officially formed in Georgia by Bizee, and you will have immediate access to your online access dashboard where you can see the documents that are included in, say, the standard or premium package if you ordered those, and you can schedule appointments, etc. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but like I said, if you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to Bizee and their customer service. All right, now that you've formed your LLC, you're probably wondering, what do I do next? I have a video that covers that. What are the next steps to take after you form your LLC? I also have a next steps guide that I'll link to under this video. If you have any questions or comments about this video, please put them in the comments section. I get to them on a regular basis. If you like this video, I encourage you to give me a thumbs up. And if you want more content like this, I ask you kindly to subscribe to my channel. For that, thank you. And I wish you and your LLC and your business all the best. Have a great day.